Good Friday morning. This is the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for this Friday, April 27th. This is meteorologist Basil Numerzitsky. Taking a look at precipitation over the past 7 days, it's been quite dry across much of the region, especially the western half of all of Nevada, Idaho, and only a few spots near a half inch or so in the higher terrain of southwest Utah and a little bit up in the Tetons. You can see how that relates to below normal on the right-hand side of the screen. That deep red is anywhere from 0 to only 5% of normal, and even the areas that did get some wetness are still below 25% of normal for the week, so our fuels have continued to dry. No new snowfall to speak of in our area for the past 72 hours, and you see our snowpack is now starting to dwindle, just about gone across the Nevada, except for the highest peaks of the Rubies, and across the Uintas and Wasatch. It's really taken a hit this past week, decreasing now to probably just about 1 to 2 feet across the higher terrain above 8,000 feet, mostly on northern and eastern aspects. Also started to diminish quite a bit across the Tetons and the mountains of central Idaho as well, but still about 2 to 3 feet of snow on average above 7,500 feet in those areas. Our satellite imagery shows a high pressure ridge over the Great Basin. That's been responsible for the dry weather, and that'll build even more so today with much above normal temperatures, low humidity, light winds overall. However, there is a deep late winter type low pressure system off the northern California coast. This system, as it moves onshore, will start bringing increasing south to southwest winds across first Nevada and parts of Idaho, and then across the rest of the Great Basin into Utah and the Arizona Strip as we go through the weekend. That is a big concern given how much drying we've had in some of our fuels, and we've already had some fire activity across southern Utah, a few dozen acres to up to 100 acres in some areas, especially up in the timbered areas above about 7,500 feet. There'll be some light precipitation cooling across northern areas, and we'll get to that right now. So looking at the weather map for later this afternoon, there's that deep low pressure still off the coast. The green indicates the clouds and showers pushing into Oregon and maybe into far northwestern Nevada. The humidity definitely will be higher through there. Winds will be picking up. Excellent overall dispersion in the vicinity of low pressure areas in the white, combining both vertical mixing and the wind. We can see those components here. The wind here in the orange and pink coming off the lee side of the Sierra Cascades into Nevada, 25 to 35 miles per hour, and also more of a southerly wind, pretty strong at the similar speeds across eastern Nevada, and some winds getting into far western Utah. Vertical mixing, you see those areas in the orange, basically 5,000 feet or higher above ground level, no real areas of inversions, nor would we expect any with low pressure. Saturday, that low pressure drifts a bit further north, but drifts onshore. So you see the clouds and showers pushing into parts of northern Nevada, into southern Idaho. Still excellent dispersion overall. The wind still moderate to strong. Strongest winds now push into Utah. You see these purple areas to even this darker purple through here. This indicates transport winds of up to 40 miles per hour out of the south and southwest. Decent winds more in the 15 to 25 mile per hour range across Nevada and Idaho and into Wyoming. Excellent vertical mixing again. Now on Sunday, this low pressure area kind of opens up a bit but moves further inland. So clouds and some light precipitation where you see the areas in green, and even snow levels getting down to about 7,500 feet or so in some areas, although the precipitation will be fairly light. Excellent overall dispersion. The winds, again, the strongest winds now shift towards southern and southeastern Utah. Those orange and pink still indicating winds of about 20 to 35 miles an hour at the transport level, and also gusts on the ground. Lighter winds as you head further north, but still enough wind to keep dispersion excellent. Vertical mixing with that low pressure area still several thousand feet above ground level here on the right. The Utah Clearing Index looks to be improving. Areas in red are the higher levels. You can see we really improved from Friday to the weekend. Most areas looking very good. And in terms of 3-day precipitation from Friday morning through Monday morning, some light amounts across the northern half of the area. The darkest green is about a 1/4 inch. The blue is close to a ½ inch, so up towards McCall and those areas in mountain central Idaho, they should get a bit more wetness coming through. Elsewhere further south, just a few hundredths of an inch, maybe a tenth of an inch from the Uintas through the Wasatch and into the Rubies. And taking a look at next week. Still under the influence of low pressure on Monday. Lots of clouds and moisture on. Everyone cools down. Precipitation not particularly heavy anywhere. Maybe some spotty light showers, but this will definitely moisten up some of the fuels, even in our far southern areas. Excellent overall dispersion under that low pressure. And that low pressure starts closing off and deepening as we go into Tuesday, and that can bring up some more meaningful moisture through Arizona into the Arizona Strip and into southern portions of Utah and Nevada. And then as we go into Wednesday, similar story, that low opens up, lots of clouds and moisture, cooler temperatures, excellent dispersion. And as we go into Thursday, still looking pretty good through here on the maps as high pressure builds in. This dispersion map is old, disregard. Precipitation accumulation, days 4 and 5. This will be from Monday morning through Wednesday morning. You can see that we start picking up across southern Utah, southern Nevada, 1/4 inch, maybe some local amounts near 1/2 an inch. And those are areas that haven't seen much precipitation, especially down towards the Arizona Strip as well, for the past couple of weeks. So this will be a welcome break. Our 8 to 14 day outlook takes us from May 4th to May 10th. Above normal temperatures again expected across the entire region. Not much moisture, a drier than normal signal for the northern half of the area. This concludes our smoke briefing. Our next briefing will be this coming Monday.